Sim dies a lot.
Are you looking at stats or?
Yeah. They must go to a best of 3 all the time because, like, Zacho and Levi's are both on kills and on deaths, but well, I guess Levi's is like 7.44 game on kills. This makes me feel like they play 3-game sets all the time. I could go look, but you know.
Yeah. I need a good trivia question to give away the emote tonight.
Like league related? Or
I mean, so the one I gave it away with last time was oh, you were watching. You
Yeah.
actually won it. Yeah. Just
Right.
something like that probably.
Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling like when you asked it, I was like, you know, I bet he's throwing Lance Nick a bone a little bit with this, but also like I just off the top of my head, you know, running through other teams, I could think of situations where they name changed or where they subbed, you know.
Yeah.
And I just honestly, nothing came to mind with Lance Nick, so I was like, oh, must be them.
Yeah, it had been every other team had done something like that. And then GSM I think was the last one. They used to sub in the cross week. And now they're looking for a new jungler anyway, so.
Yeah.
This song got a little bit loud out of nowhere. There we go. No one's been in Twitch chat yet. Kind of weird. Usually there's like 2 or 3 people who've said hi by now, but I think I started this stream a little bit later than normal this week.
Yeah.
A couple minutes, not like too much. Oh, there's somebody. What's up, Jabronis? Nah, I mean, I started the stream like 2 to 3 minutes later than normal, but like we've still got 6 until we're ready to go. At some point, I need to get in there and edit out the countdown before the countdown timer.
Right. That I saw that. I was like, It's the inception timer. It's the timer inside of a timer. I'm gonna get some coffee.
Who needs coffee at 8 p.m.? You all out there in chat, 8 p.m. coffee or not? Like, how old is Scrambles based on him getting coffee at 8 p.m.? Yeah, I'm kind of with Gobi on this one. Let's not go. Let's just stay in tonight, maybe. He's from Team Fish Taco, Mechanical Reaper. He's our. We had Dr. Wiley from UR last week, and we've got MistressYi from Fish Taco this week to hopefully hear from everybody who's still undefeated, at least in Diamond. There's still 3 teams from Gold we haven't represented yet, but
That'd be a lot. There's a lot in gold.
Yeah.
If we're trying to get around to everybody.
Yeah, honestly, we haven't actually had a gold guest yet, so maybe we'll fix that next week.
I mean, based on the numbers, like I imagine us ramping up gold going into playoffs.
Hey, we're just biased, you know, toward the Diamond League somehow. Hey, we don't need you on here, Gobi. We don't need to be flaming people on our own team or anything. We don't need to put our drama out there. We'll keep it on the down low. We don't need to tell people, for instance, that Winged is just the absolute worst. Anyway, here's an intro video. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 5 of our little podcast. My name, as usual, is Meristematic. With me is the usual suspect. It's Scrambles.
Hey.
How was your week, Scrambles?
It's good, man. I've been listening to the new Eminem a lot.
How is that as somebody who has no interest in rap music?
It's good. If you have no context for it, it's still good, but it's even better kind of if you know what's up. Because I'm gangster like that.
Scrambles confirmed gangster. All right. This week we're gonna recap our week 4, our meme week in Gold. Plus, it was kind of a memeier week in Diamond, honestly. We'll preview week 5, where we're going to try to get back to business. We've got our players of the week. We've got our Twitch clips of the week. We're going to catch up on our prediction standings. You can vote on this week's games with a link in the chat that I've been spamming. And then we're going to interview MistressYi from Team Fish Taco.
Hopefully that one gets a little spicy.
Hopefully. We'll see what he has to say this week.
Keep the DMs down for me.
Flame someone else other than Scrambles for a change. Our Plyman results for week 4. Unlucky Retribution took a forfeit win over Golden Gatekeepers. Team Fish Taco with a 2 over Oklahoma Diamond Rush. Landsneck with a 2 over Sweet Anime Thighs. Kansas Wesleyan with a 2 over 100 Steves. Our big featured game of the week was a 2-1 victory for Propulsion over Return of the Middle Sticks. And then Kansas State took a forfeit win over Death Cap for Cutie. Looking at them, breaking down at least the games that actually happened. Team Fish Taco with the 2-0 over Oklahoma Diamond Rush. OGR trying out a little bit of a different lineup this week. They had Trotalor playing top, Dr. Giggles in mid. Mowgli and Veffy were two new players coming in the jungle and AD carry, and then Hayabusa at support. So big roster shuffle for OGR. What did you think of what they brought out this week?
I mean, they came out swinging for the game that was on stream, so it looked promising at first. I'm sure everyone who watched it was a little surprised because I certainly didn't expect them to come out and make that kind of impact early. But then obviously Fish Taco became a thing and won the game, and obviously the series since it was a 2-0. But it was good, man.
Yeah, at least the game on stream, Azuki and Demon Repent kind of had to wait a little bit to come online and just kind of overcame the power spike that OGR had. It was a close game. It looks like game two was relatively contested as well. Just Demon Repent popping off. Doesn't look like you want to give him that Ezreal.
No, we didn't get to view that. I didn't get to see the series. I need to get more of the Plyman people on my friends list so I can watch more actual series instead of just what gets streamed. But
Yeah,
yeah, I would think if that's a recurring thing with the Ezreal there, you may just ban that.
yeah. I want to say it's his most picked champion this split, and he had like a 12 kill game earlier on Ezreal this split. I want to say he had a 14 kill game as well, and now 16, just ramping up on there.
So definitely maybe a thing you take away then.
Yeah. And again, just to highlight, he's definitely been one of the standout performers in the entire league. I'm curious. I've said it before about Fish Taco. I'll continue saying it, but they've had kind of an easier schedule. I don't want to say the 4-0 not to take away from them by any means, but they have yet to play Landsneck. They have yet to play Propulsion. They have yet to play Unlucky Retribution. I don't think
Yeah,
they've played either of the Kansas City teams either, honestly.
yeah, it'll come around though, because in Plyman, obviously, everybody plays everybody. It's not like Gold Cap where you can make an argument for someone's schedule being legitimately easier than another's. So we'll see. They'll play those top tier teams and how that shakes out.
Yeah. Our next one to feature here, Landsneck with the 2-0 over Sweet Anime Thighs. Um, that was game one that was on stream. Karamat didn't die this series for Landsneck.
Yeah, I mean, I believed. I bought into the uh, sweet anime coin, if you will, and didn't pay off for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, the game was really well contested until I want to say about the 15, 17-minute mark. I think we even have the team fight that kind of turns it around in our Twitch clips a little bit later. But Sweet Anime Thighs were matching them blow for blow, and then all of a sudden the game kind of fell apart. And I don't know if that's necessarily the diamond coming out of Landsneck and that's just going to overpower in late game, or if it was mistakes by Sweet Anime Thighs, but it it wasn't as unclose as it kind of looks from the score line. At least in game number one, we don't have a huge reference for game number two.
Well, the real question is if any of the post game banter made the clips because that was the real highlight.
Uh, Unfortunately, it didn't. So
Maybe next time.
maybe next time we'll grab some of the post game banter. I would be interested to hear from both of the teams following the series. But Mechanical Reaper had a really good series. Karamet had a really good series. Definitely things to grow from for Landsneck, and now they're sitting at 2-2, and they're starting to feel okay. Sweet Anime Thighs falling to 2-2, maybe starting to feel a little bit pressured coming into like that last playoff spot area.
Yeah, there's still some weeks left. We'll see how it shakes out, but it puts them in an interesting position.
Yeah. The next one, Kansas Wesleyan with the 2-0 over 100 Steves, kind of expected, honestly. Bubble Boy didn't die for Kansas Wesleyan. Robux was the big hero as he kind of is expected to be on that lineup. The Gnar looked really good in the game that they showed on stream, and then 10-0 and 4 on Ornn is a pretty ridiculous score line under any circumstances.
Yeah, balanced champion. Actually, he's not as bad as he used to be.
But yeah, in game two, Kansas Wesleyan was one kill shy of that perfect game over 100 Steves.
Yeah, our assortment. Can it just be like the assortment of Steves?
Yeah, they had Himana subbing in, who is honestly one of the players I recognize. I really like listening to him on stream. So
Is he? Wait, he subbed in at mid. That's fantastic.
yeah, he subbed in support. I want to say last week, and then he was mid this week for him.
I feel like Ari probably manages 100 Steves, much the same way she did her Microsoft tournament team.
We're gonna let that one sit. Our game of the week was Propulsion Esports versus Return of the Middle Sticks. Wound up being a 2-1 in favor of Propulsion. It probably should have been a 2-1 for Return of the Middle Sticks. It was game three that was on stream, I believe. Yeah, the
Heartbreaking, man. Straight heartbreaking.
yeah Return of the Middle Sticks had a pretty significant lead again, and they kind of let it slip through their fingers.
Yeah, and it worries me if they meet up in playoffs. Like if both of these two teams make it in, and then they meet up against Propulsion with Ikato, because I mean, dude, perfect. You know, he held his own. He did well. Um, but Ikato elevates that position even more. And if it's a 3 game series, it was close. They kind of threw, but I don't know how that works out later with a full lineup for Propulsion.
Yeah, in every game they actually had more kills than Propulsion did, which is kind of interesting. So if you just look at from a purely statistical standpoint, Return of the Middle Stick stats actually got better out of losing a 3 game series, which is kind of funny. But DJ Fohammer stepping in that AD carry role for Propulsion looked like the spark that they needed just to get through that tough part in game 3 and perhaps game 2. Don't really know how that one played out exactly.
Yeah, another series I didn't get to catch, unfortunately, but I'd have loved to.
Yeah. Last. Oh, that's all the results. That was everything. Unlucky
Yeah,
Retribution with the 2 over Golden Gatekeepers and Kansas State with the 2 over Deathcap for Cutie. Both of those were forfeit wins because Gatekeepers couldn't find subs in time, I guess. They were all supposed to play and then 3 people didn't show up. They found 2 subs. Unlucky. Deathcap, I actually don't know what happened with that other than they just kind of forfeited in the lobby.
yeah, it's a little early for this to come around, but every split there's just those teams that all of a sudden stop showing up. And what really sucks is if one of those teams took a game, which I don't think is the case here, but if they take a game off of one of the top teams early in the season, they start losing a lot. Then they stop showing up, and then some critical game down the line where you're hoping they can play spoiler for you, they just end up FFing. So
Yeah,
it's always worth showing up.
yeah, and I believe both of those teams. I talked to Deathcap for Cuties captain on Discord. I know a couple of the players on Golden Gatekeepers. I don't think either of the teams are looking at forfeiting the rest of the way, so should hopefully see both of them back.
That's good.
Player of the week in Diamond is going to be the sub 80 carry for Propulsion Esports. DJ Fohammer stepping in. 27, 9, and 23 in 3 games. If we were keeping stats for players who played less than 4 games, he'd be second in kills per game and at sixth in KDA in the league, which are pretty big stats for a sub to basically step into.
Yeah, at this point, he only needs one more game to to be on the list, right?
Unless I arbitrarily decide to step it up another game. But yeah,
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I don't. I don't care about the stats. So
wow, I put all that work into it for you not to care. That hurts.
I mean, I care about you though, Maris. Is
Oh,
the thing. So
oh. Um. So yeah, our diamond standings right now as they shake out. Unlucky Retribution and Team Fish Taco, tied for first right now. Keep in mind the top 2 teams get first round buys. They go immediately to the LAN. And then your 3 through 6 team will have to play quarterfinals right now. That's KWU, Propulsion, KSU, and right now Landsneck on a tiebreaker over. No, it's not even a tiebreaker. It's alphabetical order over Return of the Middle Sticks. Sweet Anime Thighs loses on a tiebreaker to both of the teams, and they're sitting just outside in number 8. Oklahoma Good Diamond Rush, Deathcap for Cutie, 100 Steves, and Golden Gatekeepers all with a little bit of work to do.
yeah, there's enough games left that anyone 3 through 8 can shuffle, and I can honestly see that happening. Even Fish Taco may drop a peg or two, but I don't think anyone's coming up out of that 9 through 12 spot to challenge at this rate. So it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out, and who can make that cutoff. And man, God bless you guys for being on the bubble, because that's gonna suck if it comes down to a tied record. I say it every week, but it really does.
Yeah, I think OGR could actually take a couple of games as well and maybe go on a run. I don't have a huge amount of hope for the 10 through 12 teams. I'm hoping they can take a couple of games and make some other games competitive and step up that way. I don't know that they'll be able to climb all the way into sixth, but
Yeah, I mean, if OGR plays like they did like the first 15 minutes of the game on stream this week, they could definitely take a couple games of their series, you know what I mean, and play that spoiler role and really just kind of fuck up the equation for a couple of these teams trying to make playoffs.
yeah. So our I forgot I put this in here.
That's
All right,
fantastic.
our Gold Week results. This was our cross conference week, so uh, keep in mind none of these games counted for standings. They also didn't count for stats, so I pulled all of the. Um, I just took a screenshot of what I had in the match histories. For a couple of the more confusing games, I was able to grab it from player profiles, so we actually have names to go with it. But some of them don't. It, and it's just kind of the slides are a little bit of a mess, and graphic design is definitely my passion, so you can see that come through in
Right.
some of these slides. But
That
propulsion with the 2-1 over Piltover Pokes, tastes like purple with the 2-1 over Road, OGR with the 2-0 over Ghost, GSM with the sweep over Jingo Squad, Power Flash's 2-0 Snack, Omega Wolves with the 2-0 over SEAL Team 6, and Bingo Squad with the 2-0 over Vicious and Delicious, and 100 Steves and Indigo Sky never got together on the Rift to play a game.
that's understandable. I mean, it doesn't count, which I just hope there's a way we can add some weight to these for the next round. I get it if you don't want it to count for standings and stuff, but just to be completely, ambivalent to anything, it just there needs to be something. So I know that it's being worked on and ideas are being tossed around, but hopefully there's more to the next cross conference week than your graphic here.
Yeah, you'll see kind of a sliding scale of how seriously some of these games were taken. And typically the teams used them more as glorified scrims, but they also were way more aggressive than they had any right to be, and that showed in some of the bloodbath games that we had.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I can vouch for that.
so Propulsion with the 2-1 over Piltover Pokes, the matchup of the number 1 seeds. This is game 1 and 3 are at the top, and game 2 is on the bottom, was kind of the only way I had to put them all on the same slide. Um, so Propulsion won the 2 games on the top. Piltover Pokes won the game on the bottom. I know this is really confusing, so we're not going to go with this format going
Yeah.
forward. Um,
Unfortunately, like I only caught game 3 of this series, and then it was the same game that got streamed, because I really wanted to see more. Because what I saw of this, basically everything I said about like the jungle matchup rang true, except for the nameplates were reversed. Everything that I had felt Brenticus would do to Cyrene, it was the opposite. I mean, I don't know what was going on, but Brenticus was just kind of. I think they had a sub game 1 or something. I don't know,
they had subs
but
in
like,
game 1 and 2, and they had different
dude,
subs in game 1 and 2. It was a little messy, but they played game 3, which had both starting rosters.
yeah. All I can say is in game 3, like Cyrene owned that jungle, and Boar just inted his ass off, and he saved that game in my opinion.
Yeah, both AD carries had huge series, honestly. Boar and OSU Alarm just went blow for blow in both games, really, and it was kind of a tale of which AD carry could carry harder. Game 3 was a little bit of um, an outside on that, where you had a lot of help from Drodvir and Cyrene, but the Yasuo put so much pressure on Piltover Pokes, and they couldn't quite deal with that.
Yeah, once it got out of lane, it kind of came around. But man, it in my opinion, it looked rough in the laning phase.
Our next game was the one that I got to play in. Unfortunately, you can tell where the things came from, but you have nameplates this time, so you can tell which team was which. But TLP took the 2-1 over my team. I don't know if you caught the game. Have your
Not
input on that?
No, unfortunately, I didn't. I didn't really see anything except for what was on stream, and I didn't. I don't think. there was a lot of weight put on this series, probably by either team.
So game one, we were told going into Champ Select that it was going to be a troll game, right? So we literally both teams ban out TLP and bans, and then they insta lock Zach.
That's
So so Panther picks Zach, his highest mastery champion,
right.
and we're
Well,
like, well,
that's the best way to troll.
how's that trolling? Okay, so we pick Kaisa and Nami, thinking that they're just kind of going like having one over on us, and then they finally pick the rest of their troll comp. We pick the rest of ours, and yeah, as it turns out, they just picked a better death ball for their death ball, so that was kind of rough.
Right.
So game two, we go in and we're like, nah, Panther, you're not playing Zach this game. So we literally ban out his five highest mastery champions, and they banned out H Road, I believe. We won that game. That's the game on the bottom. And then game three was like a little bit more serious, I'd say. And unfortunately, we didn't pick enough CC to lock down No Mind, and he popped off. And like huge props to him. He completely outplayed basically our entire team that game.
I'm interested in the Pantheon jungle. It looks like it did all right.
Yeah, he got really ahead, and then his like the point and click CC wasn't enough to lock down Kaisa
Yeah.
because we couldn't get through everybody else.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it, like I feel if Nocturne's up, that's just a better Pantheon jump because his ult is the range is huge compared to the Nocturne ult, but like it takes forever in a day to land.
Yeah, never scrambles and Nocturne. Name a more. I can't think of the word. It's a combo,
A duo.
a duo, synonymous. Anyway, your game this week: Oklahoma Gold Rush with the 2-0 over Ghost.
Yep, fun times on that one. Um, I mean, it was pretty well. You guys saw the first game on stream, and it started with that bot lane tribush. You know what I mean? And it just kind of went from there. The second game was really just kind of it was it just went like if you look at the gold chart, it's just a steady line. You know what I mean? At least in game one, there was a Baron steal and stuff like that. That there were moments where it looked like something might happen for them, but we just got a lead and kept, just wrenching it ahead.
Oh yeah, Austin's completely right. We did run an all purple comp in game number two. That was our counter troll, even though those are pretty much champions that we all play. Anyway, yeah, it was game one that was on stream. I will say Danny Phantom playing mid with the substitute 80 carry, maybe not the best lineup that Ghost could have put forth for that game. Uh,
Yeah, that was kind of last minute, I think. Um, she still played like the Corky in mid though, so it seemed like that might kind of fit the play style still. But
yeah, it looked she looked a little uncomfortable. I guess we'll say that. I don't know if the part of that was just Thunderstorm was popping off after the. I think he got 2 kills out of that tribush at level one.
yeah, he came. I did he have a dark seal? No, I don't think he did. But comes out of the tribush 2-0-1, and I mean, what do you do at that point against the LeBlanc? You just take it. You just lose gracefully.
Yeah, we'll have the tribush in question later on in the stream, so get ready for that. Our next game was GSM taking the 2-0 over Jingo Squad. Uh, it was game two that was on stream. It was laggy. I apologize for the stream quality there, but we saw Uncle Jabronis get really, really fed on Zed, and then all of a sudden they were an all AT team against Nasus.
That Nasus man. So yeah, it just I don't know, man. I hate that champion. I have nothing to say.
This game seemed like one that was not taken as seriously again. I know Jingo Squad was running all matching like red skins. Um, in game number one, they role swapped to different places. They didn't have boner jams. GSM had a sub jungler for the first time the entire split, and uh, game two is basically just a big old fiesta. And at the end, Levi's outputting the consistent damage on Lucian, and uh, Dogmar on the Nasus eventually got big enough that he could just walk into the base and kill the Nexus.
Yeah, I think is that a permanent? Swap at jungle now.
They are. I know they're looking for another jungler. I don't know if they're keeping. It was Kairu was the name of their jungler that they had. I don't know if they're keeping Kairu or if they found a different substitute for later on. It seems like they were still looking. So if you're interested in playing jungle for GSM, let them know.
Yeah, hit up Thomas if you play jungle and you're iron or lower.
Power flashes with the 2 over Sneck. This was unfortunately probably the only game that wasn't really well contested the entire. I guess OGR versus Ghost wasn't super close either, but this one, Power Flashes kind of smashed them in game number 1, and then Worgen Knight got a quadra kill on Darius, and it didn't look particularly close in game number 2 either.
Yeah, unfortunately, the O snake magic is worn off, but hopefully it comes back around. I think those guys could pull a couple out again against some of those mid-placed teams that are fighting for playoff spots and just kind of um, shake up, everything in the middle there. So that way, maybe we get some surprises on who makes playoffs and who doesn't.
Yeah. Next series was Omega Wolves with a 2-0 over SEAL Team 6. I don't. I watched this game and I still don't remember much of it other than there was a Teemo involved. Siver Timbers had a really big series. He played Kaisa both games, got 21 kills and 6 deaths, so that's pretty good, I guess.
I man, I'm still sailing that boat that you mentioned last time where like SEAL Team 6, I just expect a lot out of them from the last couple splits and stuff and this is rough for me to be honest.
Yeah, I think you had SEAL Team 6 picked in this game too. We'll cover that a little bit later as well. The last game that we have to cover is Bingo Squad with a 2-0 over Vicious and Delicious. This one, because there were a couple of different position changes, I wanted to make sure that we got it. And then still looks confusing because Hoey changed his name to Karasuda, who is also the name of his AD carry.
Nice. So he changed it to Maristematic and then he changed it again to Karasuda.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm hoping that we get another change. Hopefully either back to Hoey or Leslie Campoy, because both of those at least make
I'm
sense.
I'm a little offended.
Or
Like
do you want to scrambles? Is that where
I
we're headed?
I'm just saying, it could be a thing. Like what's wrong with me?
If you're watching Joey, what's wrong with him? Just just change it to scrambles.
And
You
wait,
got a fan.
that was a AP Cho'Gath mid with Ignite. That's great.
Yeah,
And
that
Shurelius.
yeah, that was the game on stream. That was uh
I must have missed that one.
I think it was the first game. It was pretty early. I wasn't fully awake for it either. Um but yeah, our other result was not a result. So Indigo Sky and 100 Steves didn't play, and so far Demacia 4, Noxus 3, exactly like we expected.
Yay.
So if nothing else, I don't know if this is an accurate representation of what's happening, but it looks like the two conferences are pretty well balanced coming out of the first cross week. Our gold player of the week. Oh God. Our gold player of the week from OGR from your team is going to be the mid laner Thunderstorm. He
Did
went
that hit you
23,
kind
3,
of
and
hard?
19 in 2 games against Ghost. That 15 kill game on LeBlanc, followed by an 8 kill game on Fizz. He doesn't have the most impressive stats on the season, but definitely stepping up when it matters, it seems like.
Yeah, he's been solid all season. You know what I mean? I think the Power Flashes series is the only time where he's kind of dropped the ball for us. So he's jungler before, and then he stepped up when we were looking for a mid, and it's working out, man. So there you go, all you junglers out there, just go play mid.
Yeah, apparently a lot easier role.
A better role, jungle, awful. It's
Our
all risk, no reward.
our Twitch clips of the week. The first one, oh, here we go. Here's the Tribush we were talking about earlier from the OGR versus Ghost game. Playing tags in front of their name. I like the touch. They've gone. Oh, oh no. Decimating smash onto all 5 members. They get double knocked up. It's 2 kills going over to Thunderstorm. Danny Phantom trying to flash away. They get over the wall with the heal. Scrambles into Vranga flash forward. The Swag flag from Scrambles picks up the 3rd kill, and Oklahoma Gold Rush is off to the races. So 3 kills immediately out of a Tribush face check at level 1. Got OGR started in that game against Ghost. What were the comms like as they're walking in?
So silent as they're walking in. We didn't want them to hear us. But like, I just remember loading into game and I was like, all right, let's go stand in that bot tribush just in case, right? And then obviously Ivory's just playing his cowbell, and yeah, we see him walking in. You see the Scion Q charge up. That what I didn't expect was just the pulverize too. You see the double knock up there, the Scion Q and the pulverize from, like, it just, I don't know, man. It felt so good. It felt bad in a way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, plus you got the swag flag at the end just to cap it. The perfect
yeah,
exclamation point. Um,
yeah.
our next one's from Diamond League. This one clipped by Azuki, and I'm sure you'll see why here. It was from the Team Fish Taco versus OGR game. I will take a moment to highlight it's 10-9 in favor of OGR, just a very slight gold lead for Team Fish Taco. And then this is kind of where things started to turn around.
To just get 1 kill before he dies, that's going to be devastating for OGR.
Yeah, and now Azuki here in 3 members, but they're not going to quite get it. Azuki jumps in on Mowgli, and he's going to be running. That's going to, no! Cancels the Demacian, just flashes forward, gets the kill. Veffy, though.
Wait, does he get out?
Does he get out?
Azuki!
He has the, oh my god, the dead man's plate. Keeping him.
So, kind of in the similar vein to the Mundo clip that we had
Right.
from a couple of weeks ago, but
Typical Plyman highlight.
there we go.
Garen runs away.
Yeah, Garen gets the kill and runs away. So solid work by Azuki. But that was kind of when you could start to feel the game turn just a little bit. Azuki was able to pick up a couple of kills. Demon Repent started to get rolling as well on the Draven, and Team Fish Taco didn't look back from there. This one I think is my personal favorite clip of the week. This was from the Power Flashes versus Snek game. Again, it's not like super close, but Snek decides to dive a turret in what should have been a 5v3. Dive here does land Snek. Looks like they do. They're going to fancy their chances. They take out SP Pillars immediately. Olaf runs in, but Paladin is still pretty healthy. He picks up 1 already. Still has that Bird Bomb left to go. Stuns up now. Swarm and Worgen Knight are both here as Worgen Knight's teleported in. Iron Man Fan trying to turn him back around, but the Noxian Guillotine will take him down. Sassiest Dragon trying to run away. He'll get guillotined as well. Worgen Knight rampaging through. Grabs Gar of the Sand. The triple kill. The quadra kill. And he'll live through the turret shot. No, he dies to the turret shot. Quadra kill for Worgen Knight.
I have so many things to say, and I don't know where to start.
So the quadra kill for Worgen Knight, able to turn that team fight around. It was a good start from Snek, and then they needed to back off after getting those first 2 kills. Paladin did a really good job buying enough time for the rest of his team to collapse, though.
Yeah, Darius will carry us, man. It's another one of them champs. You don't want to see him on the other side. Actually, most top lane champs, man. We can just delete them all for all I care. Nasus, Darius, Garen, just get rid of them.
Our last 2 clips are going to come from the Landsneck versus Sweet Anime Thighs game. First, I'm going to show off. This is 8-13. It's again a relatively close gold game, about 2,000 for Sweet Anime Thighs, and they think that they have a clean dive on Karamat.
So as we were saying, just a couple of good team fights, and they're already closing that gap.
Yeah, closing it a little bit. Lefty now on top of Karamat. He's going to actually be stunned, however. He's going to go down. That's the knock-up onto Matson. Killer is on the turret, but he's going to go down. What is he doing? Taylor 1 flashes away, but he's going to be stunned as well. Karamat going to take the triple kill. No fear, Matson on the run with no mana left. If PB Doughboy can hit this, no, he cannot. Landsneck.
Yeah.
So Karamat able to turn that back around. Not the most mechanical play. It was kind of a case of Sweet Anime Thighs going one at a time into the turret, not able to take it down. But that was the huge swing in that game that allowed Landsneck to basically pull away from Sweet Anime Thighs. I lost Scrambles.
No, I'm here. I didn't. It was Lucian. He did stuff. Good job.
Fair enough. All right, our last one also comes from Snek versus Sweet Anime Thighs. You can see that Sweet Anime Thighs actually didn't get another kill after this. But yeah, we'll just watch the
Going
clip.
to be knocked up. That's the last breath used on the support, and now Lefty is running into the middle of the Landsneck. PB Doughboy goes down. Rito Torchic jumps away. Taylor 1 flashes forward and uses the Zanya's Hourglass. That's going to be 2 kills for Sweet Anime Thighs. Karamat now could be aggressed on by Dingleberry and Matson, but he's going to jump away. But Mechanical Reaper is in the base. He took down the last Nexus turret. And it's him versus Killer on the bot side. Karamat's going to take down Taylor. Mechanical Reaper fighting Killer. Can he take down... He gets
Oh!
it! What? That might just be game here. Matson and Dingleberry fighting Mechanical Reaper, but no, he is not going to get the base. Takes the next. Is going to be knocked up. That's the last breath used.
So again, that was the most watched clip of the week. If you guys are interested in having a better clip for next week, please actually clip them and submit them to me so that I don't have to do all the work. But thanks to Mechanical Reaper for sending that one in. Called it Shoutcaster Map Awareness. It was a really nice call by Vid. I thought he did a really good job on that sequence.
Yeah, it's a little mini Xpeke there. But it's hard. It's hard. I get it, man. It's rough trying to comment on Diamond games and stuff like that just because I don't know, man. You're literally talking once you hit gold and above, you're literally talking about the top 20% of the player base, right? So just at that level, when you're in Diamond, you're top 10%. It's hard for us to unpack everything that they may be thinking or they may be doing or why that's a thing. So, I get it. I try not to comment on Diamond too much unless Garen kills somebody and runs off. But other than that,
We have seen much more mechanically outskilled plays, I think, from the Diamond League clips or the Gold League clips, excuse me, than the Diamond League clips this season. So you guys need to step up your clipping game, honestly. And again, if you have clips from games that weren't on stream, please send them in. We'll watch those. I'm not picky. We just want to have something interesting to entertain you guys and hopefully hype up a little bit more. Kind of lackluster clips this week. The Worgenite Quadra kill I think was very good though. Anyway, let's take a look at our prediction standings. Last week, everybody except me had a rough week.
yeah.
What happened? What happened to everybody else? I gotta enjoy this while I can because next week will probably be terrible again for me. But 11-2 week for me, 8-5 for Scrambles and Twitch Chat. Twitch Chat had a rough time with the cross games.
Yeah, they were. I mean, the cross games again were kind of hard to call because like who's gonna troll, who's not. So it added a real RNG element to it. But my hat's off to Twitch Chat for seemingly playing it fair, if you will, and hopefully doing most of their voting before the games actually got played.
Yeah, this brings our overall totals. I love this slide too. I'm in first place right now at 42-13. Twitch Chat 1 game behind at 41-14, and Scramble's bringing up the rear. Still only 5 games back. You can take that back if you have a really good week, or Twitch Chat or I have a really bad week. So
yeah, it'll come around. That should be like an iron star now.
we're gonna keep on the iron jokes as long as we can, aren't we?
Oh, hell yeah. Do you accept WoW clips? Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. Send us a clip of a prop pally just standing there taking it in the face.
I don't know anything about WoW, so you'll get the best commentary on those clips if you do send them in.
Yeah.
Our week 5 preview, back to serious business for Plyoman. Kansas State versus Unlucky Retribution, right at the top of the card. Return of the Middle Sticks versus Deathcap for Cutie. Propulsion versus KWU. 100 Steves versus Landsneck. Sweet Anime Thighs versus Team Fish Taco. And Golden Gatekeepers versus Oklahoma Diamond Rush.
What if there was shoutcasting for WoW, though? Like, if you go into a raid and literally, like, I could shoutcast WoW. It would be like, okay, they pulled the boss. All right, they pulled all the mobs in the room at once. Okay, all their DPS is standing in fire. They're dead. The healers are dead. The tanks are... Okay, they wiped. There you go. Just take that audio, apply it to every WoW raid. You're welcome.
Again,
Anyways, back to this.
never played WoW, but our, one of our featured matches of the week. I've got two featured matches and two kind of unfeatured matches, if I remember correctly. But our first featured match is KSU versus Unlucky Retribution. Our first place team right now, Unlucky Retribution, they look really strong, and they've got a tough challenge from Kansas State this week.
Yeah, there's no reason not to pick them. I mean, obviously, Dr. Wildey's hot fire last week certainly set the tone and laid down the gauntlet for all challengers. He predicted the undefeated season. So there's no reason not to believe him right now. But if Yabienda can pop off, I mean, it could be an upset.
Yeah, this should be two of the better bot lanes in the league. I'm trying to think if there's another one that I like just as well. I think Karamat's very good, but Yabienda versus Tien Sama should be a pretty high pressure matchup down there in the bottom lane.
Yeah, that could be something that aspiring ADCs and lower elo like bot laners could probably watch and just try and break down and learn a few things.
Yeah, we're both picking Unlucky Retribution this week. I think that they've pretty much cemented themselves as the favorites in every game going forward. I don't know when you would pick against them necessarily, but I'm curious to see if there's any team that can maybe knock them down a peg.
You pick against them whenever they do an impression of 100 Steves and sub out half their roster.
Hey, for sure. Our next featured match is going to be Propulsion Esports versus Kansas Wesleyan. This one's the matchup of 3-1 teams. Basically, you're looking at one of these teams being a contender for a bye into the LAN tournament, and another one playing um, in the quarterfinals as it breaks down right now. And what are how are you handicapping this matchup?
Just I feel like I mean they've won I think 2 weeks in a row now without Aikado, so I'm just assuming he's going to be back at some point, and when he does, he only makes them better in my opinion. So I think that'll be the difference.
Yeah, as a note, Wukong Q is the same person as Jack Jack was taken as the same person as
Yeah,
Reformed Citizen. I
Jared changes his name like every week.
But Artoria and Sif is a new player. He stepped in last week, and I don't want to say he was a sub. I think he was listed as the starter, but he stepped into that role for the team. So it's a new player they're trying to adjust to just a little bit. And on the other side, KWU, they had a rough week 1, and they've won 3 straight now. Robux looks like the best top laner in the league. I'm going out on a limb saying that one because we do have Mechanical Reaper and Player John who are ready to prove me wrong, but Robux has looked really solid up there in the top lane for KWU.
Hard to argue, man. He was in contention for Player of the Week for Plyman. So if he can keep that up, pick one of those cancer ass champs, like the aforementioned, and then add in like Urgot and shit like that, then yeah. God, delete top lane already.
But yeah, Robux, Musandalus, Mechanical Reaper, Player John, all the high tier top laners I would say in the league. I think Robux might be the best of them. We'll have to see. That's what I was saying about you, Mechanical Reaper. um,
Maybe at the end of the season, we just have like all the top laners do 1v1s. You know what I mean? And we just find out.
Yeah. Sweet Anime Thighs versus Team Fish Tacos, our last featured match. We still have one more to cover a little bit in depth after that. Um, this is Sweet Anime Thighs' chance, I think. This one will. We've said it a couple of weeks in a row now, but I think this one is really going to determine where their season's headed. If they can look really solid against Team Fish Taco, I think we label them as a solid contender and looking at them in terms of a playoff spot. If they don't perform well against Team Fish Taco, they might fall into that bottom group of teams with like OGR and Golden Gatekeepers.
I feel like if Anime Thighs keep it together for a split or two, like they could be that top tier team. Like I feel like a lot of the foundation is there. It's just, and obviously we don't know much about Fish Taco because they came out of left field. But just compared to the other teams in Plyman, I just think if they build that synergy, they kind of pull, kind of like what Middle Sticks have done, and just keep it together for a while. They can build a lot of that synergy and actually really be solid. I just don't know if that happens this week.
Yeah. Team Fish Taco, on the other hand, their best win was against KWU. Other than that, they've pretty much been feasting on the bottom tier teams. So this will be their first big challenge in the last couple of weeks, and we'll see if they can step up to the plate.
Yeah, if they have their full lineup, I hate subs. Like I really want to see this go down 5v5, with the starters.
Our unfeatured match of the week is going to be Golden Gatekeepers versus Oklahoma Diamond Rush. One of these teams has to win. We both think it's going to be Oklahoma Diamond Rush, but this could be the first chance for Golden Gatekeepers to get in that win column.
I think there's the window's open for that to happen. I also think that if OGR comes out the way they did this week, then they'll close that window pretty quickly on Golden Gatekeepers.
Yeah, the other two matches for Diamond this week, Return of the Middle Sticks. We both have beating Deathcap for Cutie, and we both have Landstack over 100 Steves. I don't think there's a whole lot of talk that needs to be said about those matchups.
No. Watch us be wrong.
Noxus Gold. This week we've got Indigo Sky versus Ghost, Propulsion Esports versus Hardest Road, Jingo Squad versus Omega Wolves, and Bingo Squad versus Landsneck. We're going to highlight two matchups, or actually I think I do have three out of this one. We went a little overboard on the previews this game. But first, the matchup of undefeated teams between Propulsion and my team, the Hardest Road. State your case. You've picked Propulsion.
I guess it'd be a continuance of what I saw against. I have a handful of reasons actually, and when I say handful, I mean three, so not really a handful. But number one, like again with the jungle matchup that I saw this week with Cyrane and Brenticus, like Cyrane looked like he belonged there. He did all the things that I had expected Brenticus to do, at least in the game I saw. I can't speak about the other two. So I'm not on that train yet. I'm not punching my ticket, but at the same time, I'm looking to see how much they cost, because I'm interested. The second thing is I picked Hardest Road to be the best team in Noxus. So if they win, then I'm still right there. And, so that means I got to pick Propulsion, right? So that way, if they win, then I'm right for the week. So either way, I can't really lose, regardless of who wins.
So you're just hedging your bets by picking Propulsion.
That's right. I'm double dipping. But also, I just thought maybe if I pick them to beat you guys, I don't get as many DMs this week. So those are my reasons.
We're scared of the DMs then.
I mean, I'm not afraid of them. It's just, I don't know, man. I wake up on a Thursday morning and it's just exhausting.
Okay. Well, our next featured match is Jingo Squad versus Omega Wolves. Both teams are 1 and 2 coming in. We both have Jingo Squad in this game. I think that this is going to be a pretty close best of 3, though.
It could be. Silverme Timbers has shown that he can carry that team. That he can. He was in contention for MVP for this week. So if things go well for their bot lane, it certainly could be, Omega Wolves winning the series, even possibly 2-0ing it. I like the Thugs Bunny Uncle Jabronis duo. So I feel like that's the difference that brings this one home for Jingo.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Boner Jams and hopefully we see Chad Castle this week and not Bad Castle like we have the last couple of weeks. But if we can see that step in, I think that bottom lane matchup will wind up being pretty even, the same way that we saw Bingo Squad 2 weeks ago against Omega Wolves. So I think it's that big difference. It's Thugs Bunny and Uncle Jabronis. I think are a little bit better than Luke and Arctic Bear have shown so far.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why we play the games, to find out. But on paper, I agree.
Yeah. Our last featured match in Noxus, or I've got this as an important match, excuse me. But 1 and 2 for both of these teams as Bingo Squad and Landsneck go head to head. We're both coming away from the Sneck magic, picking Bingo Squad this week.
Unfortunately, yeah. I don't know, man. I think the Sneck magic just happens on its own time. We can't predict that. Like, you can't fight destiny or the universe. Like, whenever Sneck shows up, they're gonna do what they do. But again, on paper, Karasuda and Karasuda, probably just too strong.
Yeah. Heading into Demacia Gold, Power Flashes versus SEAL Team 6, OGR versus Piltover Pokes, Tastes Like Purple versus 100 Steves, Vicious and Delicious versus GSM. It's kind of weird. The setup's pretty much the same across the board. So we have our big featured match this week is OGR versus Piltover Pokes. I know you've got your team. Obviously, I can't say much about that. I can talk about Piltover Pokes, though. I think Alarm and Celercia have been the strongest spot lane duo in Demacia for sure. And I think that that's just going to be a little bit too much for Duvranga and Ivory to handle.
I appreciate that because I believe in the caster curse.
Hey, whatever I can do to help, you know.
Thank you, sir.
I do really like the OSU team though.
I like them. I like them too, man. Like they've been cool people for the interactions that I've had with them. Even though OSU has a history of losing, I'm glad they're here.
But
I had to say it. Well, like I don't think I ever said that, but they think I said it. So now I don't want them to be liars. See, so
now you can have the quote there.
right.
I think this will be a really good game, though. I'm looking forward to casting this one on Saturday. Our next featured match is going to be Vicious and Delicious versus GSM. Again, both teams coming in at 1-2, kind of trending opposite directions, though. GSM had a 2-0 win over Jingo Squad in the cross match. They feel like they're gathering a little bit of momentum, whereas Vicious and Delicious has kind of regressed a little bit.
Yeah, I think. I mean, the GSM bot lane has tons of potential, right? I think the ceiling's still really high for them. And if you look at the stats, like their kills are through the roof, but so are their deaths. So I don't know how they bring the deaths down without the kills going. I don't know what that formula looks like. I do know that they're getting a different jungler at some point, and you can hit up Thomas if you're interested. Um, Please be iron, maybe bronze. But I think GSM wins it this week. I think GSM's a lot better than they're performing.
Our important match, I guess, to feature is Power Flashes versus SEAL Team 6. Both teams are 1-2 coming in. I think that honestly, it's a little bit of a mismatch, though. I think Joe Barrow is a little bit better than Sworn, but I think that's the only position where SEAL Team 6 has an advantage in this matchup.
Yeah, and I still I want to pick SEAL Team 6. I do. I still believe in Heimel. I still believe in the last stand. It's just
I think they need to bring
it's
back
getting
Heimel,
harder.
honestly. Charade
Right. Look,
Charade
okay.
hasn't looked quite the same.
Yeah, look at this shit ever since the name change, right? I get it, you can't use OU gold. That's fine. That's not the problem. But just go back to being like Heimel and you'll win out the season, you'll squeak into playoffs, which I don't even know if that's mathematically possible now.
State State Farman says he went back. The
Did
return
he?
of Heimel.
Oh shit. I might need to change my pick if he's Heimel again.
We'll wait for confirmation from the man himself, but if he's changed back to Heimel, that changes everything,
That's a
honestly.
game changer.
Our other predictions, we both have Ghost over Indigo Sky, which, according to the chat, may or may not happen. We'll, I guess, keep an ear out for that. And then we both have TLP over 100 Steves, which I don't think really needs an explanation. We're gonna give away Odyssey Sona emote now.
Yeah, the assorted Steve.
While we set up our interview. So if let's jump into the chat and grab our guest for
Okay.
the week. Hello, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna give away this Sona emote and then we'll get rolling.
Wait, I don't get it.
You
Wait,
could
I thought I'm the special guest. Wait a minute.
you got to answer the question first. All right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Uh, so our
Uh,
question to answer. First person to get this right is going to get the code for the Odyssey Sona emote. This is about Diamond League only. So
Okay.
which Diamond League team has the highest percentage of Heralds and First Bloods?
Heralds and First Bloods.
Everyone's
Definitely not Oklahoma. Those guys never get any objectives.
No one in Oklahoma. Okay.
No. I'm talking about Oklahoma get Diamond. Definitely not those
Okay,
guys.
not OGR.
I'm gonna say That's a hard one, dude.
Everyone
That's so hard.
seriously, everyone's
Mechanical
seriously
Reapers got it correct. It's KWU.
Really?
damn.
Wow. Okay. Nice
That
job, KWU.
that would make sense. Being a university organization, they probably have coaches and analysts and a full blown practice facility. I'm joking. They probably don't have any of that. But
God, it said fish taco. I appreciate it, but we don't play the map.
those university teams always play the map, so that's a pretty good guess. If he just guessed, he probably cheated and went to get wrecked and looked at the stats.
Yeah, you say they always play the map, but I know for a fact that KSU plays just based on Yabienda yelling really loudly. So
That's also a solid strat.
anyway, welcome to our guest. It's MistressYi from Team Fish Taco. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Mr. C from Team Fish Taco. Selden Polchinski is my name. Some things I like. I'm from Florida. I like to play Master Yi, if that's not evident by the name. It's been banned every time, so I haven't been able to play it. But
Would you play it in a competitive setting?
yeah, we actually like practice it because we were in another league and it was like eventually someone is not going to ban it, so we had to practice it. And then like the one game that like they let us have it, I got a pentakill in it, and that felt really good. Yeah, so we've only ever participated in another league, and it was called FSL, and it was like our first one. We were like just trying it out and stuff because like literally we're all just from the same town, so we're like, hey, let's make a team. You know what I mean?
So, what are the plans with the live land finals? Are y'all traveling or?
Yeah, we are definitely traveling out there for that. That'll be like so much fun. I mean, we can't say that we're gonna be there in finals because we got to get there first. But if we do, we will definitely be there for land finals.
Have you been to Oklahoma before?
So I actually grew up. I grew up in like St. Louis area. I was born in St. Louis, I believe. So I'm pretty like in the area at least. I have a lot of family there as well.
Alright.
But never Oklahoma though.
That's cool, man. You'll have a good time. I'll take you to Whataburger.
Dude, that's what I wanted to hear.
I think that's the big plan for the LAN anyway, as far as we're concerned.
Really?
LAN second place, Whataburger first. You know.
That's
Yeah.
almost, yeah, of course, dude.
It's pretty legit because we should be doing it at OU again, at the Innovation Hub.
Yeah, I
And
looked at
the
pictures of that.
Yeah, it's legit, dude. And the cafeteria in there is pretty good. The coffee is fantastic. And then so you just run down to Whataburger to top it off. It's a good day. It's a good time.
And you guys are supplying burgers, right?
I mean, I'll supply a burger, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's just
We're gonna have an
just says-
uppercut trading competition to determine who gets the one burger. Or
Okay.
so what is it that you like about the champion Master Yi? What draws you to that champion specifically?
The pentakills, dude. I've gotten over 60 pentakills this season.
Jeebus.
Yeah, I don't know that I have 60 pentakills, like including bot games. So
Last season I had 50, and then I was like, when they gave all the stats that went out, I was like, okay, well now I'm all about it. So I've just tried to do every game.
So what's the pentakill magic then with you? You just press R, right click, press E, and then
The
try and
secret,
Q.
all right, the secret is it's like a lot of people say it's like a one button, but you actually have to have like a whole keyboard for it because at the beginning of the game you have to do / mute all, and then you can like play. Otherwise, like you can't play.
That's fantastic strategy.
Every game I mute everybody in the game because I just don't care what they have to say to me.
So if you get Yi in an OKLCS game, do you drop Discord and everything?
Yeah, definitely. Instantly make him wait the 15-minute timer too, just to like really make him mad.
So tell us a little bit about the other guys on your team. You said you're all from the same town.
Mhm.
How'd you guys meet? I guess and introduce them to us, because I mean we've never met them. We've never been to
Mhm.
Florida. You know.
Yeah, so it's actually really cool because those Microsoft Store tournaments started up, and we all like started attending those, and that's kind of where we all found each other and stuff. I know you guys have like been to the Microsoft stores. I've seen a bunch of your pictures on your social media. that. So when that happened, it was like really, really cool. And I met a lot of friends, and it's kind of unique because like right at that time, all of my friends moved away for colleges to all these other schools, and I work at an office, so it's like I was still here, and I was like, oh, well, this kind of sucks being all alone. And then this tournament started up, and I met all these really, really cool guys, and so now I have like a really to hang around with.
That's cool, man. And so
Mhm.
again, it's obviously y'all's first split in the OKLCS. You're from Florida. You're 4-0. Not a lot
Mhm.
of people know much. Like, what do we need to know about Team Fish Taco?
Um, let's see. What do you need to know? We got website teamfishtaco.com/merch if you want to get some merchandise. I haven't actually restocked any merchandise in a long time, but you can get stickers on there. And if you just want stickers for free, just send me a message and I'll make you some stickers for free. It's not a big deal. It's our cute little logo, and everybody likes that, so that's a lot of fun. And yeah, so I mean, our team's changed a lot since like it, because I never kind of planned to do like a lot of competitive stuff, and then Microsoft Stores like made me really competitive because I was like, wait, these guys are beating the shit out of me. Hold on, and then I just started playing. I actually started like silver this season, like silver 4, and now I'm currently plat 4. So pretty happy with that climb. I should probably keep going, but when you play with like when you want to play with a team, it's like much more fun to play with the team and do like scrims and stuff than it is to like play solo queue because everyone flames in solo queue and that's not really that fun. So
Yeah, I
it's
agree
kind of
with that.
the motivation is a lot less now that like I hit plat and I was like, oh, it's awesome. We kind of started doing more practicing and stuff, and then it was like, well, don't really have like it's a lot more fun to play with like your bros than it is to like just get yelled at by your team for 30 minutes.
Yeah, one of the obvious again in the vein of trying to learn about you guys, and because we don't know shit about you. It seems like, are you guys more of a have fun team? Obviously, you guys have like a good balance of like serious practice and fun practice, or are you guys just about the memes? Or
I think all the time we have fun, but we're also like we have fun, but we're not like having fun at the expense of like anybody else. So we'll never like just randomly pick something like really like troll or just something that's not serious unless like the team is like okay with it. So it's like we're not like we in the scrim we tested out some like Lee Sin support, but we didn't pick it like just like one person really wanted to play Lee Sin support, and we're like, oh okay, we'll just try it out. Like it's like obviously like for fun, but also maybe it has some merit and stuff. And so it's kind of like the thing where it's like we want to have fun, but we also are competitive and we would like to win our games.
Yeah.
yeah, and at 4-0, I mean, it's a strong start. Do you guys
Yeah.
win out or?
I think I'm really proud of my team. I mean, everybody's like super good. I actually couldn't play the last game, so we had to swap our support to the jungle role, and he did like a really good job. So I was really really proud of that kind of stuff. And I think we can do pretty good. I mean, I was a little bit offended when I was watching the stream and you guys said Sweet Anime Thighs versus Team Fish Taco. This is Sweet Anime Thighs chance. I was like, oh, all right, guys, let's see how it is. But
It's okay. It's a long line if you're
it's
gonna get in the.
but I mean, I think it'll be fun playing it some. We already got our match scheduled, so that'll be good. And yeah, I really like playing against a bunch of teams and stuff. The team we played against last week, they were really really cool guys. I think that was Oklahoma actually. Oh no, not last week. The week I don't remember. The one that I played in, not the last one.
The one before
But
that was 100 Steves, actually.
100 Steves. Okay. Yeah, the 100 Steves one. Yes, because Oklahoma, I wasn't there for the Oklahoma. Yeah, the 100 Steves one. Those guys are really cool. There's one guy especially. I think it was the captain of the team, but he like we had like a lot of issues with stuff, and they were like really really nice about it and all that. So it was really really cool.
So
Answer the question.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're good. So your boy Demon Repent
Uh huh.
looks like he's been popping off. Looks like one of the strongest AD carry in the league. Maybe
Yeah.
convince me he's the MVP of the league.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to like not be the MVP whenever you're scripting. So it's you know how that is. It's like if you're scripting, you better be MVP. So that's I don't know if you guys watch many of the games, but his snipes from across the map are insane. Like so there's so many times where I'm like, dude, why'd you even do that? You're not gonna hit it. And then he gets a kill and I just like I lose it. It's insane. He's so good. Like I put out a poll to like kind of like our little Discord asking like who people think MVP is, and he like won it. And so like we're gonna do another like little thing at the end of this to see who MVP is to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say we're giving out mid-season and postseason awards. We're gonna have
Mhm.
every captain at the end of the season vote for everything. So
Okay.
we'll see what everybody collectively thinks about it as well. So
I feel like when we do it this time, like there should be a rule that captains can't vote for their own team members. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I feel like if every captain only gets one for like the whole league, I feel like every captain's just gonna vote for
Well,
a teammate.
you rank them in a way,
Ah,
like
yeah.
your top
see.
3.
yeah, that was at least what we did last season. You got a first team, a second team, and a third team vote. And
Yeah, I think it's something to chew on though, where like a captain can't vote for their own teammates.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's whatever.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, I usually don't vote for my own team and that kind of stuff anyway, because I think it's like, I think isn't that just like what you do?
You know what I like? I like that you have what I'm assuming is a strong Polish last name, and you're an Echo Fox fan.
I mean, I gotta support the furries, dude. They need representation.
I mean, I didn't go for that angle, but yeah, sure, that too.
Dude, the guys that run the Echo Fox, like those I can't remember his name, but those guys that run Echo Fox, those guys are geniuses.
You're talking
Like
about
they,
like Jared Jeffries and
yeah, like the whole like buying out I'm a Cutie Pie and all these streamers right before the LCS
Yeah.
gets franchised. And there's this one like there's this one like Smash player who plays a bunch of other games, and he's like a furry, and they like intentionally like try to make sure they get him as their like he's number 1, so then they get in with the furries. Like that's like not a joke, that's like real. You can look it up. His name is Sonic Fox, and it's like I'm like they're geniuses. Like they got the whole furry community right there instantly.
yeah. I mean, and they're not beyond it. You know, Rick Fox.
Yeah.
I think he likes to slow play everybody with how much
Mhm.
he knows and how much. And I mean, he may not have came up with that idea, but 100%, if somebody proposed that to him, just like with Delta Fox, you know, they're like, hey,
Yeah.
this is an idea, we could do this. I guarantee he's like, that's fucking genius. Sign it up. You know, I'll
Yeah,
write the
yeah.
check.
Yeah, he really he doesn't like to he likes to play like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he definitely knows what he's
Yeah, I
I
love Rick
think
Fox.
I think Winged has the best revelation of this. Scrambles is a furry confirmed.
Is that true?
Closeted, I guess, because I've never done it and I've never considered it. But that is also to say I've never not considered it, I suppose. So,
Oh, there you go. I mean, yeah, it's
So-
something to consider. Like,
there's potential there. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
I think there's a lot of potential there for you, Scrambles. Like, a lot of potential there.
You're probably right.
So to get a little bit back on track, I guess. So you've had Yi banned from you every single game. It looks like
Mhm.
Sejuani and Skarner, kind of what you're defaulting to after that. Are you playing
Yeah.
more just to support your team then, and less about that carry style?
Yeah, if I get Yi, then I get the supports. But if he's banned, then we just gotta do 3 support team for our AD carry, because if we do, he's just gonna win us the game every time.
Yeah, I mean, if he's carrying his ass off, why not, right?
hmm
Just get an e-girl and then play a tank jungle and build Knights, Vow, and Zeeks and just let them fucking do all the work.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Lalatyu's been playing Thresh. That's like the most e-girl support then.
Yeah, definitely confirmed E-girl. Have you seen like his Thresh plays? He's very, very good. Thresh.
Have you flipped them?
Uh,
Then I haven't seen them.
all
All I see
got
is
caught.
Mondos and Garens. I
Dude,
see Mondos.
but the Mundos, you need them.
You're right.
That Poppy
you do.
play though.
W.
So I don't know how much like of the stream and the other teams you know, but
Mhm.
is there a team in the league or a couple of teams that you're looking at is challenging you guys for the top spot?
What's that other undefeated team?
Unlucky
Unlucky.
Retribution.
Oh, definitely not them. So I think I don't know. I think everybody is like really. I think a lot of people here are really good. I thought KW, those guys are pretty good. I especially like their top laner especially was really really good. He seemed to be definitely like in line with the game. I thought K who was the other team that we played against? There was another team. I don't remember, but they were like really good too. I think everybody I played against is pretty good so far. Like it's hard to trash talk a lot of people because like it's super competitive in this Diamond League, and like I think we only have like one Diamond player. None of us have made Diamond yet. We've been trying to get in Flex, but where our schedule's been really bad, so like no one's actually done it yet.
So then you guys have sweet anime thighs this week.
Mhm.
You gonna 2-0 them? What's the general feeling going into that game?
I mean, okay, so I would love to say they were just gonna jump in there and just wipe them out and just make them wish they were never born. But that you gotta know is our 80 carry is a massive, so he's actually probably gonna go easy on them. And he voted them to win in the little prediction thing. So I gotta be cautious. I don't know how easy this will be when our our char child isn't gonna beat him up as like he normally does.
Well, has he voted for you guys to win in every other week?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is different then. All right.
Yeah. See, that's what I think. Maybe put money on it and he's.
I mean, I double dipped in one of my predictions this week. Maybe that's maybe he put some money
Yeah.
down for anime thighs.
So we need to get the admins investigating him then.
Yeah, if we
we
lose, that's why. Okay.
We have the
Don't give us a
sideboard.
loss.
We have the
Or may-
sideboard bets going on between Fish Taco and Sweet Anime Thighs.
Maybe he's not. He's just not going to run a scripts. Is all.
Yeah, that's scripts off this game. Sorry, guys. Did you guys see when the league client updated? I don't know if you left your account like online when the league client updated, it popped up like a notification on your account that said you've been banned. And he sent a picture, and I was like, "Are you kidding? You were actually scripting?" I literally thought he was really scripting, but he was like, "No, it's just a bug." I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like so mad. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But it was just a meme.
I mean, the only weird thing I've seen is that Devronga's been spectating for like 3 days straight.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been nice. One of his teammates just got lost in the ether of the spectator.
Someone help him.
Nah, let's leave him in there, man.
Hopefully he shows up for your game this week.
Nah, you
Yeah.
know, we'll be all right.
All right. So we are winding down just a little bit on time. Anything you wanna say? Any shout outs you wanna give right now?
Yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to game 2 of last week. It wasn't streamed, but I really thought it was a good game. I got to watch it afterward with the team, and I was really proud of them that game. We had an AFK, and our 80 carry still annihilated the game, and I was so proud of them. I got banned in chat for saying to stream game 2 after they already streamed game 1. That made me a little bit sad. I don't know if I'm still banned. Let me type and see. I'm free. I'm no longer banned.
Unbenched.
I know Mechanical Reaper in particular in the chat. He asked if you guys were scared of them. That's the Unlucky Retribution. top
Unlucky
laner.
Retribution. The
Or
only
no,
thing.
excuse me. He's Landsnake's top laner.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
that.
he's Landsnake.
Yeah.
They have a gold league. Oh yeah, or they have a diamond league. Yeah. I don't think I'm afraid of the team as a whole, but personally, Mechanical Reaper, he does kind of creep me out a little bit. Anybody with Reaper in their username is a little bit, you can't trust them. You gotta like put them on like gotta keep an eye on them.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, all you diamond teams are the same. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah.
No, that's my bad. I'm usually more on top of it. Yeah. So with that, we're gonna go over the Twitch chat predictions. Let's see what you guys have voted. If you want some last second votes, go ahead and get them in right now. But we'll step through them one at a time here. So we've got Kansas State versus Unlucky Retribution was the first game. Looks like just a small majority for Unlucky Retribution. How do you see that game shaking out, MistressYi?
So this one, I mean, I'm not too sure about this one because I haven't I don't think I've got to play any of these teams yet. But I mean, KSU, I think they're actually pretty good. From the games I've seen, I think they're pretty good. So I think I want to go with them on this one. I think I'm going to go against the grain here. I want them to beat Unlucky Retribution.
So that means after this week, you're the only undefeated 5-0
Yeah,
team?
definitely.
Okay.
Actually, I take it back. I want Unlucky Retribution to win. That way we can be the one to make them defeated. That's what I want to do, actually. I take it back.
All right, we get Return of the Middle Sticks, pretty big chunk of the vote over Deathcap for Cutie. I think that was that was the game one of the few games we skipped on our preview because we were pretty overwhelmingly in favor of Return of the Middle Sticks. Propulsion Esports and KWU. Looks like KWU actually has just a small lead in the vote over Propulsion.
Mm-hmm. I know Propulsion was pretty scary, but I mean KW, those guys are really cool.
Yeah. Looks like Team Fish
Oh,
Taco
shit.
17-5 over Sweet Anime Thighs. So a lot of people believing in your team.
And one
That's-
of those votes is his own ADC. So
I really am glad that people believe in us. It really like lifts me up, makes
I-
me
I
feel
think
good.
I don't think anyone really voted till the furry talk, and that swayed them.
Oh, nice.
So Landsneck with the 19-2 vote over 100 Steves. That's a little bit of a landslide there. And then the last one for gold, it looks like we've got Oklahoma Diamond Rush 17-5 over Golden Gatekeepers. Any disagreements with the Twitch chat on there?
Diamond Rush, I think they're pretty good. So
Sticking with it. All right. Oh, we need a tie vote then. Somebody else get a vote in here. We've got a tie between Power Flashes and SEAL Team 6, right at 11 right now. So somebody else get your vote in for Power Flashes versus SEAL Team 6 to break the tie.
If Heimel's back to Heimel, then that needs to be considered when you're making that final vote there.
wait, Dr. Wiley's in the chat. Actually, hold on. I gotta talk. This guy, he said on stream, he said, "Oh, I think Team Fish Taco AD carry is really good," and then he said, "And isn't their jungler just like a Yi player?" Move on, and that's how that went down. All I gotta say is, let Yi through. Let's see. Let Yi through.
The gauntlet's been thrown. I like it. I hope it goes through.
I'm gonna check the schedule here. Let's see when this matchup's happening. This is, I think we looked last week.
Just agree to pizza bans right now.
I'm pretty sure. I think we play on week 10, if I'm not mistaken, or no.
It looks like week 9, so
Week
October
9.
13th through the 19th.
And if I remember correctly, Dr. Wiley said on that stream, we're gonna go undefeated until week 9. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said, word for word. So I think he's shaking in his boots in the Twitch chat right now.
Back to some predictions. Piltover Poke 16-6 over OGR. You want to say some words to the Twitch chat and not believing in your team scrambles?
Oh, no, I'm totally down with that. They voted against us last week too, and we fucking smashed. So vote against us all you fucking want, because we'll just sit and try bush. So
TLP 19-3 over 100 Steves. GSM over Vicious and Delicious. Ghost looks like over Indigo Sky. Into the Noxus games. Hardest route. That's actually way more votes than I thought it would be for my team. I don't really like the bandwagon behind our team right now.
Like the confidence.
I'm not feeling 77% confident in my team. I don't know why everybody else is. Jingo Squad, pretty landslide over Omega Wolves. I thought that vote would be quite a bit closer as well. And then Bingo Squad over Snack. Actually, more fans behind Jingo Squad over Omega Wolves than are behind Bingo for Snack. I'm kind of surprised about that.
They believe in the magic.
I always vote Omega Wolves because the OO is like perfect. Like they nailed it. That was so good.
And they're practically furries, right?
Exactly. You got me figured out.
Yeah, I sensed a theme.
Did we get a vote in? We still haven't got a vote in for Power Flashes versus SEAL Team 6. So we're going to do Twitch chat right now. Everybody in there spam either, what is it? PWROK win or ST6 win in the chat for me, please. We'll break that tie that way. All right, there's an ST6. Keep it coming. Okay. Scrambles is voting.
Uh-oh.
If he's back to Heimel, I mean, plus again, I get to double dip this way. Like I officially predict one team and then I hashtag the other team. So either way, I'm right.
Propulsion win. Okay, we're really getting out there now.
Might as well be like hashtag
Okay.
GSM win.
I think it's going to be ST6. I think it's the vote here. So we'll go ahead and give them the extra votes. We'll have ST6 over Power Flashes. Oh, and somebody actually voted to break the tie. So now it's super official.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Okay. We've got it all in there then. That'll wrap it up for us this week. Thanks, Mr. C, for joining us this week. Coming later on at 11 a.m. on Saturday, I've got my Gold Cap stream with Wing Nation this week. Indigo Sky versus Ghost, Jingo versus Omega Wolves, Bingo versus Lanceneck, and OGR versus OSU. And then at 3 p.m., Gold Capped, I think it's actually with Uncle Jabroni's and a co-caster to be determined. Might be Vid and Jabroni's, not really sure. But they've got Power Flashes versus ST6, TLP versus 100 Steves, Vicious and Delicious versus GSM, and then Propulsion versus Hardest Road. And then Sunday afternoon, we'll have Diamond Capped. They haven't officially announced a time, but they're trying to make it a little bit later than the noon that they've been starting at to try to accommodate some people. I don't know exactly who they have casting this week, so we'll just keep an eye on the Discord and find out together. Next week on our stream, we're going to have a recap of our Back to Sanity week. We've got a preview of week 6, and then we're going to be doing specifically gold capped mid-season awards. Our guest for next week is going to be UMW support from Bingo Squad, who'll be breaking down all of the mid-season awards with us. So pretty excited about that stream.
That
honestly.
is really cool.
And then the week after that, we're going to be doing all Diamond Cap mid-season awards. If there's anybody out there in the chat who would like to come on and do Diamond Cap awards with us, we are very open to suggestions for that person. So that would be week 8 that we'd be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hit us up, and that'll be it for our show this week. Thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll hopefully see you Saturday morning for Gold Capped. If not, we'll see you next Wednesday at 8.
Yeah, very cool. I'm super glad you came on, MistressYi, or
Yeah.
gender fluid Yi, whatever, furry Yi.
Oh, okay.
It was cool to get to learn about you guys, you know. So I'm glad that you agreed to do it, and also everyone should go listen to the new Eminem and then possibly trade uppercuts with people.
Are you allowed to just like drop his name like that?
I don't know, man. I might make the next diss track. You know.
Oh, you're gonna diss track Eminem?
Nah, I mean, I'm just gonna like.
Dude, swing up. Go for Eminem.
Why not? Right? Everyone else is in my DMs. Why not Eminem?
Yeah. You got SoundCloud? Can you link me?
Yeah. I'll get that put together. Posted.
Wait, do you rap or no?
Scrambles is totally white. I'll just throw
Totally
that one out
white?
there. Like,
yeah.
I was hoping maybe collab because I play ukulele. So do like a little ukulele rap collab.
You know, I don't think that's been done. We could start a thing.
Yeah.
Two Polacks rapping.
Oh, straight out of
ukulele
OKLC.
and, yeah.
I like that idea a lot.
this is the post podcast here on stream. I appreciate this a lot.
If my wife says I can't do it, she'll divorce.
What? Wait, why?
I don't know.
You're gonna let your
What?
wife talk you down like that?
Yeah,
Well,
wait.
She's probably afraid of all the fans. You know what I mean? Because clearly.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
would-
that's so true. Because yeah.
You know, I mean, it would be hard. We would blow up. And
That's
then,
so-
Then what?
Then what? Yeah. Then like, women, drugs. Yeah, that's hard. Whenever you're married,
Yeah.
that's really difficult.
Isn't Eminem married? Isn't this just kind of?
I have no idea. He was. I know that. And then he made a few songs about murdering her.
That's
you
what I
know,
was saying.
no
Yeah,
big
I was
deal.
like, wait, didn't he like make a song about? Was it more than one?
I mean, yeah, he. It's a recurring thing.
Oh yeah, it's chill. They're used to it by now. He hasn't been married for 15 years. Sorry.
This is my rap knowledge coming to bear right now.
Let's play spot the guy that doesn't listen to rap. Spotted.
Thanks guys for watching. We'll see y'all next week.
See you guys.